At some point in your career, you may start asking a quiet question. Am I still growing in this job, or am I just repeating the same year again? Most professionals try to answer this question using feelings. They ask themselves, do I feel bored? Do I feel comfortable? Do I feel frustrated? But here's the problem. Your feelings are actually one of the worst ways to evaluate career growth. Many people stay in roles that are no longer developing them simply because the work still feels comfortable. And others leave roles that were actually building valuable skills just because the work felt difficult. So how do you evaluate this properly? At LearnItAll, we use a thinking tool called the compounding lens. The compounding lens asks a simple question. If I stay in this environment longer, will my capability compound? Because career grows through compounding capability, not just repeated effort. Working hard at the same level does not necessarily create growth, but working on increasingly challenging problems often does. To apply the compounding lens, there are 3 signals you can look at. The first signal is learning stretch. Ask yourself, are you still encountering problems that force you to learn something new? In the early stage of a job, learning happens naturally. You are figuring things out, you are making mistakes, you are solving problems for the first time. But if months go by and every task now feels routine, your learning curve may have flattened. The second signal is problem complexity. As your career grows, the problem you work on should gradually become more complex. Instead of simply executing tasks, you begin thinking about, why does this problem exist? How can this process improve? How do different teams coordinate? When the complexity of problems increases, your thinking begins to develop at a higher level. The third signal is responsibility expansion. Healthy career environments gradually increase responsibility. At first, you execute tasks. Later, you might manage projects. Eventually, people begin trusting your judgment in decisions. But if your responsibility today looks almost identical to what it looked like 2 years ago, that may be an important signal. Your environment may be maintaining your role rather than expanding it. Now, let's make this practical. Write down these 3 questions. First, what capability have I developed in the last 6 months? Second, what problems am I solving today that I could not solve 1 year ago? Third, if I stay in this role for another 12 months, what capability will compound? Take a minute and actually write your answers down. Because once you see your situation clearly on paper, the next step in your careers often becomes much easier to recognize. Sometimes the answer might be asking for more challenging work. Sometimes it might mean learning a new capability. And sometimes it might mean recognizing that your current environment is no longer stretching your potential. Clarity often begins with simply asking better questions. If you want more ideas on thinking clearly about your career, subscribe to LearnItAll. You can also follow us on LinkedIn for additional frameworks and reflections. Thanks for watching. Signing off from LIA.